The first 5 years have so much to do with how the next 80 turn out. Bill Gates. Discipline is not about punishment. It's about teaching, shaping, and guiding the heart. Dr. Daniel Siegel. Have you ever tried to change the direction of a moving train at full speed? That's what parenting looks like when discipline begins after age 5. Because by then, a child's habits are formed, their behaviors are reinforced, and their beliefs about right and wrong are already deep in motion. But what if I told you this? Discipline doesn't begin at rebellion. It begins in the earliest whispers of curiosity, tantrums, and no. The preschool years are not a time to let kids be kids. They're the foundation years. And how you guide a child between ages 0 and 5 will determine how they respond to every correction after that. By the end of this video, you'll discover why the first 5 years are called the critical window of discipline, how early discipline shapes a child's emotional and behavioral future, scientifically proven strategies to discipline toddlers effectively, the difference between punishment and healthy discipline, how to raise self-controlled, respectful, and emotionally intelligent children, starting from infancy. Part 1. The science behind early discipline. From birth to age 5, a child's brain is growing at lightning speed, creating over 1 million new neural connections per second. This is the time when core values, habits, and emotional patterns are being set. According to Harvard's Center on the Developing Child, early experiences are built into our bodies. They become biologically embedded and shape future learning, behavior, and health. That means if a child learns to throw tantrums and gets what they want, the brain rewires to use tantrums as tools. But if a child learns that calm communication leads to better results, that becomes the default behavior. Discipline before 5 doesn't mean spanking, yelling, or controlling. It means teaching, redirecting, and modeling self-control before the world teaches them chaos. Part 2. What discipline actually means. Let's clarify something important. Discipline does not mean punishment. Discipline comes from the Latin disciplina, which means instruction or teaching. So early discipline is not about fear, it's about forming character. In these early years, children aren't naughty, they're learning. Your job is to guide that learning with 1. Boundaries, like fences around a playground. 2. Consistency, same rules every time. 3. Connection, correction without relationship breeds rebellion. Part 3. 7 practical discipline strategies before age 5. 1. Use gentle, firm commands instead of stop being naughty. Say, put the toy down. It's not for throwing. This teaches clarity, not shame. 2. Offer choices within boundaries. Do you want the blue shirt or red shirt? This creates autonomy, which reduces power struggles. 3. Use time in, not time out. Instead of isolating your child in another room, sit with them. Help them label their feelings. This builds emotional intelligence. 4. Name the behavior, not the child. Avoid, you're a bad boy. Say, hitting is not okay. Let's use gentle hands. 5. Repetition builds habits. Children under 5 need to hear something hundreds of times before it sticks. Be patient, consistent, and calm, even when it's hard. 6. Teach through play. Turn discipline into games. Practice freeze like a statue to build impulse control. Use storytelling to explain values like sharing, kindness, or patience. 7. Model what you want to see. Your tone becomes their tone. Your reactions become their reactions. If you yell, they'll yell. If you breathe through stress, they'll learn to do the same. Part 4. Why waiting too long makes discipline harder. When parents delay discipline until after age 5, the result is often entitled behavior, poor emotional regulation, increased disobedience, anxiety, and confusion due to inconsistent boundaries. Children don't outgrow bad behavior, they grow into it. That's why it's much easier to plant seeds of self-control in toddlerhood than to uproot weeds in adolescence. Part 5. What if I already missed the window? Here's the truth. It's never too late, but the earlier, the easier. If your child is already over 5, don't panic. Just start with these 3 steps. 1. Apologize for inconsistency. 2. Set new boundaries with love and firmness. 3. Model the behavior you want to see daily. Even teenagers can be reparented when love, consistency, and respect are the foundation. A foundation for life. When you discipline a child before 5, you're not controlling them. You're teaching them to control themselves. You're giving them a gift, the power to manage emotions, the wisdom to make right choices, the strength to live with self-discipline when no one is watching. As the saying goes, train up a child in the way they should go, and when they are old, they will not depart from it. Proverbs 22:6. The foundation of character is laid in the preschool years. Let's not waste those years. Let's build them, brick by brick, with love, boundaries, and presence.